I know 4 things about horses. Number 1, the Europeans introduced horses to the Americas, and within a few years, Native Americans said, yo, this is our shit now, we do it better than you. Number 2, Secretariat, the fastest horse alive, which actually might not be true, I don't know, had a really big heart. Weirdo freak. Number 3, horses are really fast. As you can see, horses are faster than me, and I'm really freaking fast. And number 4, betting on horses is a really good time. But unfortunately, I live in Utah, a weirdo nerd freak state that doesn't let me bet on said beast. So I'll be making a device that allows me to bet on horses with my friends and get my heart to beat fast. Let's go. So what kind of device are we going to be making? Well, here's the thing. It already exists. Let me show you. Here it is on Amazon for $26. It's sort of this tabletop horse racing thing where the horses run across. Really simple. So honestly, I could just buy this, but look at this thing. There's no soul. You know, where's the life? Horse racing is more than just horses running fast across the track. It's about the history, the prestige, the opulence, the subtle racism. This little Amazon knockoff cheap shit doesn't have any of that. So we're gonna make our own version that does have this stuff, except for racism. No racism. So now the next step is for me to design this thing. It'll probably take me a really long time, but for you, you'll see it right now. So I spent the last week making this thing. It took forever, turned out pretty cool. So we have some stepper motors with timing belts attached to idle pulleys on the other side that can be moved back and forth to control tension. Of course, these motors gotta move something. So I found this neat little horsey mod online, put it in the right pose, added a tail, added a saddle, and then we attach it to some rails that are pulled by the motor. And then we add the second level where all the electronics are kept, and then all the wires will be routed down the side as to not mess with our stallions. And then we add the top and sides, and then all the extra little details that add to the atmosphere of the horse race. At this point, it's just all about watching these puppies run. Pretty cool, pretty simple, let's get to work. Spent the last few days collecting all the materials, 3D printing, laser cutting, buying everything, and now it's all ready to just be assembled. So the first step I'm gonna do is the motors, because I don't know how to do that kind of stuff. I don't really know how to code, maybe because I'm not a nerd. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna do that right now. Hopefully it all goes to plan. Let's do it. This thing was so satisfying to put together. It is by far the most amount of time I've spent designing something, and it actually paid off. I had threaded inserts for all the screws to be screwed into, and everything else just kind of fit into place. And so the whole thing kind of just felt like a giant model kit that you had to put together. It didn't take much thinking, it was kind of relaxing, very much enjoyed it. But the first thing I got working on was getting the motors mounted and the timing belts to those. After that, I just had to attach the horses, and so I 3D printed the horses. With all the supports, they looked like crazy aliens. So I removed those. And then luckily my family was in town, and rather than letting them enjoy their weekend, I made them all paint tiny little horses and didn't pay them. What a bunch of chumps. No, but really, painting tiny horses is actually a great time. But as I've been doing this project, I realized I should probably research more about horse racing because I know nothing. And by far, my favorite part about horse racing is the names. So I went through all of the winners of the Triple Crown races and ranked my top 10. At number 10, we have Ruthless, badass. Number 9, Tabasco Cat. Awesome. Number 8, Duke of Magenta, the best. Number 7, Celtic Ash, coolest thing I've ever heard. Number 6, I'll Have Another, crazy to name a horse that, but I like it. Number 5, Royal Orbit. Number 4, American Pharaoh, sweet. Number 3, California Chrome, that just sounds fast. Number 2, Thunder Gulch. No clue what a gulch is, but it sounds awesome. And then number 1, Conquistador Cielo, which translates to Conqueror of the Skies. No horse has any business being named something so cool. They deserve to win. And also, everything was assembled great. I'm depressed. I stayed up super late last night trying to get these motors to work. When we just had one motor, worked great. Everything was so perfect. And as soon as I tried to do all 5 motors, it just wouldn't work. The Arduino can only talk to one motor at a time. So we'll talk to the first one, move that a little bit. Talk to the second motor, move that a little bit. Talk to the third motor, move that a little bit. And then just do this really fast. So it looks like they're all moving at the same time, but they're moving so slow. Unbearably slow. Now what's the solution to this? I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. maybe there's not a solution. I'll try to research more stuff and see if I can figure this out, but it sucks. This sucks. Did you think I was upset in that last clip? It's called acting. Don't be so gullible next time. In all reality, I was very, very nervous I wasn't gonna be able to figure this out, but it turns out it wasn't that hard. I was using a certain snapper library to control the motors, just had to use a different one. So I was being kind of a baby. Whoops. But now that all the horses are moving at the same speed and a reasonable speed, we just need to set up whatever algorithm's gonna decide who wins and move the horses. And it needs to be kind of dramatic, like bigger gaps and someone maybe closes a gap. So I have to go code that. But I'm not coding because I like it. I'm doing it out of necessity. I'm not a nerd. Let's go. I command the horses and they listen. I feel pretty freaking powerful right now. Let me show you this thing, it's pretty cool. So we can now make these guys race. Let me get a race started. There we go. You can kind of see them moving there. The algorithm's pretty simple. Each horse does have like momentum, fatigue. Sometimes they get really hot, but to be honest, most of it's just randomness. I think I calibrated it pretty well. Like the races stay somewhat close, but there's still like back stragglers here. Each race takes 20 to 25 seconds, which I think is like the perfect amount of time. Now all we gotta do is set up some lights at this end to tell you which horse won, some buttons to control the thing, and then wrap the whole thing up with like the wood on the outside, the top plate, and just little details. Once it's all the way done, I'm gonna invite my friends over and then we're gonna bet on this thing, and that should be a really good time. This thing does currently look like a bomb. So let's go ahead and get it wrapped up really quick and then bet on some horses. It is done. This thing turned out perfect. It is way better than that Amazon bullshit we saw earlier. Everything came together really smoothly. It works really well. So you just press the left button, then the LEDs start their starting sequence. Once they turn off, the horses start to run. And the algorithm I came up for the horses works out really well. They stay very close together. Once the horse finishes, their corresponding LED will turn on. I have invited my friends over to come over later today to bet on these suckers, which is technically illegal. Guess you could say I'm somewhat of a bad boy. I break the law, but that should be fun. I'm providing them each with 5 $1 bills because that's how I can get them to come over. Let's do that.